2019, the coronavirus hit, and a lot of people are asking now in 2020, is this the end? Is this the end of the world? This is what God spoke about. I mean, it's the end times are here. I know I've been growing up my whole life just hearing about perilous times and these are the last days. But is this the last day? My friends, you stick with me, and I promise you, we're going to go through this together. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Neil Legend Report. Guys, I appreciate you so much. But before we get started, I need you to hit that like button. I need you to subscribe to this channel. I need you to drop comments down below. I need you to send it out to your friends, to your co-workers, anybody. It'll help me out so much, and that'll be nearest and dearest to my heart. But guys, let's get right into it. So, what's happening? The thing is, what happened? A lot of people, honestly, let's just say they may be interpreting the Bible wrong, or a lot of people is not actually reading. A lot of people is just scared, running around with their heads chopped off like chickens, and they asking questions. Is this the time where Jesus is coming back? Is this the tribulation? Is this the rapture? You know, it's a lot of them questions. I just want to start off by saying that the rapture and the tribulation is actually two separate things. It'll be another video for that topic, but the rapture and the tribulation is actually two separate things. I want you to understand that first. So mainly what you are talking about is the 7 period that what we supposed to be living in tribulation times. This is what everybody wanted. Are we in here now? Are we living in this time now? Because of this 1, 2, 3 scriptures that I want to read to you. My friends, it's going to come above my head, and I want you to follow along with me. This is Matthew 24, 6 through 8. And this is what everybody going to when they're thinking about and talking about, are we in the last times? And it reads, you are going to hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not alarmed, because these things must take place, but the end is not yet. For nations will rise up against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. There will be famines. That is the key word that everybody's tripping up, famines. And in other translation, it has pestilence. That's the other word that everybody be using. But there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these events are the beginning of birth pains. Now, for me, the key word in there may not be the key word you're thinking, but the key word, it says beginning, the beginning of birth pains. And you know, we're in this coronavirus, we're in this COVID-19, and because it's killing people off at an alarming rate, a lot of people think that we are in them 7 years of tribulation. That's really what a lot of people think. They think that time has got here. My friends, I'm coming to let you know, like, no, we are not in that time period at this moment. We are not. These are just the beginning of birth pains. We're not giving birth. These are just the beginning of birth pains. I want to read something else to you, my friends, to let you know that we are not in the middle of the tribulation. This is also Matthew 24, 15 and 16. And it reads, so when you see the abomination that causes desolation, that's the key. Keep that in your head. Keep that in your mind. Write that down. I'm going to just start over. It says, so when you see the abomination that causes desolations spoken on by the prophet Daniel standing in the holy place, then those in Judea must flee to the mountains. Guys, I'm not going to get into the Great Tribulation. I'm not going to get into the details of what is the Great Tribulation. I want you to go back and study that yourself. Study the abomination that causes desolation. That's what I need you to go study on. So my friends, you may be wondering, you may be worried, you may be scared, have that time hit yet? No. And because there's a lot of things that has to take place before we are in the tribulation. There are many things, but I'm not going to cloud your mind. I just want to go to the number one thing. Okay. And that's why I read the scripture before, because the number one thing that will let you know if we see this in our lifetime, the number one thing is that the rebuilding of the temple, that would be the first sign that time is ticking. That would be the first time that well, you need to be getting your act together right now. But that would be the first time. That would be the first sign to let you know that, oh, it's here. That time is here. When you start seeing the rebuilding of the temple in the holy place, that's when you can start saying, you know what? It's here. This time is coming. This time is coming. I want you to understand the rebuilding of the temple, the place where it's going to be at. There's currently a Muslim mosque in place. It's called the Dome of the Rock. That is where the rebuilding of the temple supposed to be at. It ain't supposed. That's actually what's going to happen. So I want you to understand the first sign has to come where the rebuilding of the temple, and the temple where it's going to be rebuilt at, there's a Muslim mosque actually in that specific place right now. So before the first sign come, that means that they have to demolish this one. They have to demolish the Muslim mosque before the temple is actually rebuilt. So if you're still alive when you're watching this video, if you're alive watching this video, this may be thousands and thousands and thousands of years from me making this video, but it's going to be out there. I'm telling you, whoever watching this right now, when you start seeing them demolishing the Muslim mosque and start rebuilding the holy temple, that is the first sign. That would be your first sign. And then after that, there would be a whole lot of other things. So my friends, I'm just sitting here to let you know that like these, what we're going through right now, the coronavirus, the COVID-19, these are just minor birth pains. Guys, it's been real. I appreciate you for rocking out with your boy, Neil Legend. This is the Neil Legend Report. Guys, like I said, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop down any comments, send this to your friends, to your coworkers, to your family. And my friends, we'll get back with you on another one.